Shalom, I give all honor, glory, and praises to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushai, Ba'ashem, Rakakwadash, I give double honors to our apostles and elders of Great Millstone. Salutations to all used to say Aki and pushing his word across the four corners of the earth. Just a quick lesson titled, And He Causeth All. And this is Revelation 13:15. And he had power to give life unto the image of the beast. And that he is referencing the nobility of Esau, Edom, who are the so-called Caucasian race today. The image of the beast represents NATO and the EU, the North Atlantic Treaty Organization and the European Union, and America, known as Babylon the Great, according to the scriptures, is in league with NATO and EU as well. That the image of the beast should both speak. So the image of the beast is going into the philosophies, the ideologies, the ways of this beast-like system. And causeth that as many as will not worship the image of the beast should be killed. Verse 16, and he causeth all. So let's get that word causeth in the Greek.
Strong's G 4160, poieo.
Poieo. And right here it says to make, with the names of things made, to produce, construct, form, fashion, etc. To be the authors of, the cause, to make ready, to prepare. Going back to Job, the 5th chapter, how the Most High is going to disappoint the devices of the crafty so they cannot perform their enterprise. The word enterprise goes into an undertaking or taking hand. So let's see what group of people on this earth today he's going to use this microchip, which is the mark of the beast according to the book of Revelation 13 chapter, that he's going to cause it all. I'm going to jump down to G. To make, i.e. render one anything. To make, i.e. constitute or appoint one anything. To appoint or ordain one that. So pay attention to that word ordain. And let's get Romans the 13th chapter and the first verse. Let every soul be subject unto the higher powers. And the word subject means to be under rule. And the higher powers is going to the elites of this wicked system, of this world. As it says that the earth is given to the hand of the wicked. So the nobility of Edom is currently ruling. So those are the higher powers, the wicked banking elites. And you see it right here. It says at the top, be subject to government. So who controls this government? Which means the rule of the mind, the elites. For there is no power but of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai. The powers that be are ordained of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai. Meaning that Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai has set up his vessel of dishonor, are the vessels of wrath fitted for destruction. King David stated in the book of Psalm, the 17th chapter, deliver my soul from the wicked, which is thy sword. So these elites, the tabernacle of Edom, are the main workers of iniquity in this current rulership. Those are the higher powers that Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua is going to use or ordain or cause it all to enact his prophecies. And that main prophecy is going into the microchip, the mark of the beast, according to the scriptures. So those are the higher powers. And that's going to be the ones that cause it all. Going right back to Revelation, the 13th chapter and the 16th verse. And he calls it all, the nobility of Edom, both small and great. So the word all goes into the Greek word pas, meaning every one. Well, this so-called white man is going to use his system, this image of the beast, dealing with his democracy, his philosophies, his speeches, his ideologies. And he's going to cause it all to accept this microchip. Or at least to attempt to get everyone to accept this microchip, except for the elect of the nation Israel. And Lord willing, that's us, and that's going to be our hour of temptation. And we hope that Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua keep that spirit upon us, that we maintain our integrity unto the death, and not fall for the wiles of this devil when he institute this microchip to be mandated or decreed throughout the whole world. So, and he calls it all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a mark in their right hand or in their foreheads. Verse 17, and that no man might buy or sell, save he that had the mark or the name of the beast or the number of his name. Because you still have a lot of people saying that Esau or the nation of Edom are done away with. But if you look into that word cause it in the Greek, it goes into constitute or appoint one anything, to appoint or ordain one that. So these elites on that left-hand side, which come from the nobility of Edom, or the authors, are going to be the ones that produce or cause it all to receive this mark of the beast, which is the microchip. So they are here to this very day. And he calls it all. And with that, hope y'all was edified. Y'all stay strong. Shalom.
What if you could open your front door or unlock your car just by raising your hand? And what about turning on a coffee machine just by pointing to it? This is not the future anymore. Cyborgs with little RFID chips under their skin are living with us. Thousands of people have implanted the tiny devices under their skin to be able to have simple access to buildings or phones. What do you need to know before getting an RFID chip implant? How will it be implanted? Is it a painful process? How would an RFID chip make you more futuristic? And what if you refuse to get implanted? Are the chip implants hackable? The radio frequency identification technology has been around for decades. It is a tag, label or a code that can exchange data with the reader using radio frequency signals. The RFID chip is very similar to a barcode label, as it also typically works with a scanner or reader, although it has a wider scope. You can use it for almost anything: clothes, shoes, vehicles, animals, and even people. Well, there are several things to think through, as an RFID implant isn't a temporary tattoo which can be removed by taking 10 showers. RFID chip would be implanted into your hand between your thumb and your index finger on the back of your hand. The pain level of implantation of the chip is that of bee sting or giving blood. The same is promised to be true for removing the RFID chip. Studies have shown that even the longest exposure to RFID tags does not have any negative consequences of health. RFID chips as luggage tags make sure that your suitcase arrives where it was supposed to go. Dogs getting pedicure in New York, as they are most likely RFID chipped for identification, and you probably already have a personal RFID chip that goes with you everywhere. It's in your credit card. It could transmit your identity information as you walk through a security checkpoint, enable you to use public transport, and make you check out within minutes in supermarkets. You don't have to worry about losing your most important documents on your wallet ever again. Moreover, imagine that in a medical emergency situation, the first responder only have to scan your hand to get to know every valuable bit of medical data about you. If you refuse to be implanted in future with the RFID chip, nobody's gonna force you, but it'll become difficult for you to cope with emerging technology. Well, talking about hacking the RFID chip, some biohackers say that it's very easy to hack an implant, so you'd rather not hide your life secret in the implant's memory. At the end of the day, yet the technology is very promising. Upgraded systems have to be designed to work with these chips. So, are you getting an RFID chip?